Good evening. My name is Zach Reke, and I am the Student Council President for the class of 2020. Will you please stand for the National Anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the playing of our alma mater. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Members of the school board, Dr. Duvall, moms, dads, families, and most importantly, the class of 2020. Welcome to the 54th commencement celebration of South Allegheny High School and the celebration of the class of 2020. On behalf of President DeVerse, he wishes this class all his best as he could not be here this evening with us because of a previous family commitment. Although 3 months ago, we probably did not think we would be here at the high school tonight, I am very glad that we are here and that we are together again. The class that sits behind me has endured a historic time in our world. They have created a historic point in South Allegheny history and have learned that life is not always forgiving and fair. Mae West once said, "You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough." I think if Mae was still alive and with us today, she would also probably add to that line and stay off Facebook. The 106 young adults behind me embody all that is great in our world today. The multiple paths they will walk in their futures will make us all proud. As a principal, I am proud of each and every one of them. They support each other. They respect each other. And most importantly, they accept each other. They are true leaders and all that is good in our young people today. I thank each and every one of you for making me a better person, being around you on a daily basis. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Bobby Neske, the president of the class of 2020.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Thank you, Mr. McDonald. All right, raise your hand if you have seen The Pursuit of Happiness. I love that movie. For those of you that haven't seen it, you have my permission to leave this graduation ceremony right now and go home and watch it. It stars Will Smith and his real-life son, Jaden, and it shows a man and his young son going through the hardest financial struggles you could imagine. I mean, at one point in this movie, Will Smith's character, Christopher, jumps out of a taxi because he doesn't have enough money to pay. And let me tell you, the Armenian man that was driving was not happy. But this movie has this theme. It's that happiness isn't guaranteed. Hence the name, The Pursuit of Happiness. But what I learned from watching this movie a dozen times is that if you do not already know struggles in your life, I suggest you learn some, because true happiness is not given. It is earned. Will Smith was actually one of my biggest personal role models growing up. He's always had this confidence on screen that was unmatched by other actors. As a kid, I wanted that confidence too. I think that's something everyone wants, confidence. The confidence to take that extra step right over the edge, not knowing where you'll land. I wondered how people like Will could take that jump with a smile on their face while others cling to the edge, fighting tooth and nail to avoid the jump. Then I heard this quote from the Fresh Prince himself. God placed the best things in life on the opposite side of fear. And he couldn't be more right. The best things in life are only going to come from pushing yourself past your comforts. Living in comfort is literally living in meh. It's not bad, it's not great, it's okay, it's good, it's safe. But I don't want to be safe, or okay, or good if that means we give up a chance at greatness. The world isn't going to hand us fancy cars and a smiling family. Those things take work, they take pushing yourself further than everyone else. I challenge you all to push yourselves a little extra each day to be great, because this is a new opportunity. With this diploma, you are being given a fresh start to do whatever you want with your lives. None of us know what is ahead of us, and that can be a scary thought, not knowing. But we all have to try and take that leap. Try to think of it more as exciting. Mr. Abbott actually taught me that. If you didn't have a chance to be in Mr. Abbott's class through the years, you seriously missed out. During a lesson, Abbott told us about this psychological trick that professional athletes used. He said when the athletes were asked how they beat their nerves when playing in front of hundreds of thousands of people, When playing in front of hundreds of thousands of people, they simply replied that they were not nervous but excited. Abbott said they had trained themselves through repetition to be excited in times of adversity, and that betters their performance. So before this speech, I sat over there, pumping myself up, trying to be excited, and I can confirm that I am still terrified. But with practice, I'm sure it gets easier. We've seen it all this year, and to put it frankly, life can suck. It does sometimes. We all have bad days. Sometimes we have worse days. But keep it in the back of your head that someone always has it worse than you. I think back to this winter, I took a weekend trip to DC with my grandparents. I call them Nani and Pap. We were walking down the block. It was extremely windy and it hadn't been more than 35 degrees the entire trip, but today was especially cold. We were stopped by a homeless woman. She had asked us if we had anything to give. Without hesitation, my Nani took her gloves off and put them into the woman's cold hands. That homeless woman looked like she had just been handed gold. And I think it's important to recognize why Nani did that. It wasn't for recognition or anything in return, but it was a selfless act done out of the goodness of her heart. So in times of adversity, I would like you to look at what you have. And more importantly, I would like you to realize what others may not have. Whether given to you by a parent, guardian, or by a family or friends, please remember the food that was put on your table, the clothes put on your back, and the home you were permitted to sleep in. Remember these things because these are There are those that live meal to meal, those who don't have an extra pair of clothes to change into, those who sleep on the street. Remember, when life sucks, someone always has it worse than you. I would like to thank the administration, teachers, and faculty of South Allegheny on behalf of the class of 2020. With the time I have left, I'd like to give a special thank you to a few of the teachers that have impacted me in the past 4 years. Miss Eith, I don't think I can truly repay what you have given me. If you don't know, I love art and design. For 4 years, Miss Eith has given me a place to hide and create. She has pushed me to better my craft and given me the opportunity to collaborate on 2 school murals. Miss Eith is a person who is strong, kind, someone who won't let others give up. So thank you. Mr. McKay, you are one of those guys that could talk for hours, but on the opposite end of you, I learned you could listen for just as long. And when you listen to someone, they feel heard. You gave the best advice, made us all smile, and always had a story to tell. Never change. Miss Anderson, a teacher who became a second mom to me, thank you for your understanding nature and always being someone to talk to. You made coming to class fun. You were by far my favorite teacher. Sorry to all the other teachers. And I hope nothing but the best for you and your family. Thank you. Finally, I would like to thank all of the parents, grandparents, families, and friends that helped us along the way. I would like to give a personal thank you to my parents. My parents have been there for me every day. Thank you for asking me how my day was. Thank you for the respect and attention you give me. And thank you especially for asking me if I am okay. My parents are the reason I am speaking to you all. They push me to be better every day. So after this, if you have the privilege of having parents, relatives, or guardians in the crowd that are here for you, please thank them and give them a hug. Thank you. Mr. McDonald, could you please join me? As president of the senior class of 2020, I would like to present this key to Mr. McDonald, who will be representing the junior class this evening. Mr. McDonald, I give this key to you with the hope that it will open the door to the class of 2021, that it may help each member of the class grow, mature, and become responsible adults, so that they can make wise decisions in their lives ahead. From the class of 2020 to the class of 2021, I wish you the best of luck and happiness.
Yes, stay here right with me, and we'll go down together. On behalf of the class of 2021, I accept this key with the hopes that we will uphold the tradition of success set forth by the class of 2020. The class of 2021 also wants to congratulate these graduates and wish them the best of luck in the future. I would now like to introduce the 2020 class Vice President Morgan Johnson and 2020 Secretary, Victoria Mowry to the podium.
It is with great pleasure that I stand before you this evening to share the accomplishments and future plans of the South Allegheny High School class of 2020. 65% of the class plans to continue their education in a post-secondary educational institute in the fall. 20% of the graduates are committed to joining the workforce following graduation. The class of 2020 earned a great deal of funding in merit-based financial aid, which is based on their outstanding academic performance in SAT scores and will represent our community well at the institution across the country.
42 of the class of 2020 graduating tonight with cum laude, summa cum laude, and magna cum laude, earning a cumulative grade point average of 3.2 or higher. 5 students from the class of 2020 have earned a certificate of distinction for the cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or higher. We would now like to thank the members of our graduating class who are enlisted in our military. Please stand. We thank you for your service. We are proud of every one of you. At this time, I would like to introduce the Superintendent of the South Allegheny School District, Dr. Lisa Duvall.
Good evening. I would once again like to welcome everyone to tonight's ceremony. This evening is marked with happiness and excitement as our graduates finish one part of their lives and enter into another. Whatever that plan may be, I wish you all the best on your journey. As we sit here today, we are thankful that we are able to hold this event, that we are able to celebrate these students that have completed 13 years of hard work in their education. This school year was not what we had planned. However, I am choosing to focus on the positive outcomes that our seniors have had as a result of the pandemic. Our seniors have shown flexibility in their ability to move from traditional learners to distance learners. Our seniors have demonstrated tenacity in their ability to push on through adversity, navigate changes that were still occurring and are occurring almost daily, and maintain a positive attitude when they were unable to complete their senior year in a traditional manner. But most of all, our seniors have shown us that being a gladiator, now more than ever, is something to be proud of. And the pride I have in these gladiators sitting here tonight, I hope is felt by them. As I continue to reflect upon my journey to where I am now and how I came to be here, I knew that I wanted to leave the world a little better of a place than it was. I knew I loved South Allegheny and its community, and I knew that I loved working with kids. I never dreamed that these thoughts, when combined, would lead me to this place right here and right now. You never know where your dreams may lead you. You might be led somewhere you've never imagined, or you might be led right where you were meant to be. I started to think about this evening, and I wanted to provide you with words of wisdom, encouragement, and inspiration. I wanted to give you words that will inspire you to move on and do great things. Be that change in the world. Spread kindness to those around you. Live the life you've dreamed. But often, sometimes words are just that, words. Once the hats have been tossed, the pictures have been taken, a lot of those words are oftentimes forgotten. For those of you who were at graduation last year, you may remember the token that I gave to each graduate. This token is also being given to the graduates today and will be found inside of each of your diplomas. And although it may look a little different, the meaning behind it is the same. I'm giving you a symbol of your futures in a brand new, uncirculated dollar bill. You may think, so what? It's only $1. However, it's not about what's on the bill. It's not about the amount of the bill. It's about what it symbolizes. Right now, this bill has been touched by no one else but me. It is brand new. It has not yet been used to purchase anything, to pay a debt, or to gain an item. It does, however, serve as a symbol of your fresh start into the world as a high school graduate. Your start from this moment on is also brand new. You can choose to do with it, quite like this dollar bill, whatever you wish. You can take care of it, keep it in a special place, treat it as you want to treat your future, full of potential to start anew, without creases, without wrinkles, without dirt and marks you see on dollar bills that you may receive from the store. But this is your choice, your dollar bill, and it's given to you in the hopes that you look at it as a new beginning, a clean slate, and an opportunity to make choices for your future that only you can make, because the journey you take belongs to no one else but you. It's not to say that your journey and your future are not going to be without some blemishes, some wrinkles, or some creases, because that's what makes us who we are. That's what makes us human and real. All of our experiences, the bumps and bruises, the achievements, the accolades, the successes, and the setbacks lead us to where we strive to be, where we dream of going. My point in this is that whatever you decide to do, whatever you decide to go, wherever you decide to be, the choice belongs to no one else but you. Although you will be faced with challenges, creases, and blemishes on your dollar bill, those are merely a part of the journey, the story, the road to your destination, but they do not detract from its value or worth. As you receive your dollar, know that this gift is from me to each of you, and it's filled with the hopes that no matter where life may lead you, you are receiving a fresh start, an opportunity to make the world a little better off with you in it. And as a South Allegheny graduate myself, I am proud to say that you are entering the ranks along with so many others as a South Allegheny alumni with a fresh start and an opportunity to follow your own path wherever it may lead you. Make us proud, Congratulations again. I look forward to seeing where your journey takes you. At this time, it is my great honor to introduce the recipients of the Superintendent's Award. These students must possess unique attributes and exemplary character. Their strengths include success in academics, leadership, and character, both in school and in their community. This is the most prestigious of awards given at South Allegheny, and it is selected by our district teachers and attests that these students represent the qualities that we as an education system hold dearest. The first recipient of the Class of 2020 Superintendent's Award is graduating summa cum laude and receiving a certificate of distinction with a 4.43 grade point average. These recognitions are the highest achievements possible at South Allegheny. This student is a member of the football team, National Honor Society. He was a school board representative this year. He has held class officer positions in student government. He has been involved in community and school events on a volunteer basis. And he will be attending Pitt Johnstown in the fall, majoring in civil engineering. The first recipient of this year's Superintendent's Award for 2020 is Matt Cannell.
You're welcome, honey. When you're done, just I'll come back up, okay?
Good evening. First, I'd like to thank the administrators, teachers, parents, and community for getting the class of 2020 to where we are today. When I first learned I won the Superintendent Award, I was excited but unsure of what I would write this speech about. As I began to reflect on growing up in South Allegheny, my thoughts kept centering around us as a community. To me, the community is one of the most integral parts of our district and is what makes it so special. South Allegheny is the kind of place where everybody knows each other. It's the kind of place where the same kids you start preschool with and play youth sports with end up being the friends you graduate with. The kind of place where your superintendent was your soccer coach when you were 3 years old. Just so you know, Dr. Duvall, I still can't play soccer. What we might lack in resources while comparing to a larger school district, we more than make up for with the caliber of our people. These are the kind of people who help each other in times of need, the kind of people who know what it is to work hard, and the kind of people who create a sense of community that is unmatched anywhere you go. Through flooding, sickness, or any obstacle in our path, I have seen us band together and create an amazing atmosphere that is unrivaled. I feel fortunate to have had these experiences and to have them mold me into the person I am today. It is said that it takes a village to raise a child, and when I think about my life, I think about all the people who embody this in South Allegheny. It was amazing to see all the people, regardless of whether they had a graduating student or not, line our streets and cheer like they did for our senior parade. Our community is like a large family, a family who takes care of all the kids. Many adults step up and take on the responsibility of not only educating us in academics, but also in becoming respectable young people. One of the people who embraces this the most is Mr. Abbott. I had the fortunate experience of spending a lot of time with him. From early morning workouts to life lessons, he is a prominent figure in the lives of those who he encounters. Although new to the district, Mr. McDonald is another person who has made a significant impact on the student body and has strived to make our district excel and come together in a short period of time. It is easy to see that he truly cares for the students in our district, which is something that my peers and I appreciate. From the time I was young, I feel like the entire community has been behind us, pushing us to succeed and working hard to create good experiences for us. We as a class have been given the tools to go out into the world and make the most of our lives. Each and every person involved has cared for, nurtured, or supported us in one way or another. It is now our turn to succeed in life and return the favor to the upcoming generations. Wherever life takes us, my hopes are that we bring a little of that South Allegheny mentality with us. Leaving the place I have lived and loved living for my entire life is going to be hard, but I know that whatever the future holds, I will always have the support of my community and its amazing people. Thank you. And before I get off the podium, I'd just like to thank my mom and dad for always being there for me. Love you guys.
Gotta love a boy who thanks his mom. The second recipient of this year's Superintendent's Award is also graduating summa cum laude and receiving a certificate of distinction with a 4.265 grade point average. During her senior year, she was student council treasurer, a peer mentor, varsity softball captain, varsity volleyball captain, and a member of the National Honor Society. Additionally, she was the junior class treasurer, a varsity softball starter for 4 years, a varsity volleyball captain the past 2 years, a starter 3 years, National Honor Society member since her sophomore year, peer mentors for 4 years, and also involved in the future as mine. She will be attending Penn State Greater Allegheny to study biology and further her volleyball career. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Kennedy Piccola.
Loud and talk slow. Okay. Where's your start? Is that you? Okay, baby, here we go.
For years, I've dreamt about my senior year and how much fun it was going to be. I couldn't wait to be a senior. After all, I had so much to look forward to, as did all of my classmates. From hanging out with friends to playing sports and attending the prom, I could go on and on. Never in a million years did I expect anything like this. On March 13th, 2020, everything that I've ever believed would happen during my final year of high school abruptly came to an end. The world around me became so unfamiliar and lives were changed dramatically. Everything that I was once so comfortable with was turned upside down in the blink of an eye, and my senior year was lost forever. But as Gilda Radner once said, I wanted a perfect ending. Now I've learned the hard way that some poems don't rhyme and some stories don't have a clear beginning, middle, and end. Life is about not knowing, having to change, taking the moment and making the best of it, without knowing what's going to happen next. I believe this quote not only speaks to me, but all of my fellow classmates. I think I can speak for all of us and say that this is not how anyone sitting here tonight wanted to celebrate the end of our senior year. But because of all of that we endured, we are leaving here not only stronger as individuals, but stronger as a whole. Although we've all been separated from one another, we still managed to grow stronger together. Even though we all may have been going through different emotions at different times, we all had the same ending, and that is what bonded us. Throughout my years here at South Allegheny, the teachers and administration have been so supportive, and I thank you all for that. But there is one teacher that I have to personally thank, because without her, I'm not sure I would have made it through the last 4 years. I'm sad that she couldn't be here tonight to thank in person. Mrs. Anderson, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Because of you, I'm walking across the stage tonight. Because of you, I'm a stronger person now than I was in 9th grade. Because of you, I see the good in everyone. You're a true angel that has no hate in your heart. The love you have for your students and your teaching shows through every day. I hope I can be half the woman you are one day. Thank you for making me a better me. I will never forget you. I would also like to thank Mr. McDonald for coming in and reminding us all what it truly means to be a gladiator and for bringing back something that we have lacked for a long time, school spirit. You reminded us that yes, school is about learning, but also about making memories and being proud of our school. You encouraged everyone to support each other's activities and sports teams, and it made my last 2 years of high school so memorable. I wish I was able to be a part of one last pep assembly. High school has been full of many ups and downs, friendships lost and friendships gained. These times taught me so much about myself. To my friends, new and old, thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you for making my high school years unforgettable. I wish nothing but the best for you all. To my best friends, I know that everyone says that when high school is over, that you may not talk to any of your friends from high school anymore. I don't believe that will be the case for us. We grew up together, and I've been a part of each other's lives for so long that even though it may not be every day, I do believe we will stay in touch. Thank you for becoming not only friends, but family. Without all of you, I wouldn't be sitting here where I am today. I can honestly say that I have made some lifelong friends here at SA. I want to thank softball and volleyball for giving me so many opportunities and friendships along the way. Being a part of a winning softball program and being able to change the volleyball program around has made a big impact on my high school career. Due to COVID-19, I was not able to play my senior softball season. This was supposed to be our year and the first season that I was able to play with my sister. I will always wonder what if about the season, but sadly I will never know the answer. To the girls, make me and the other senior softball players proud and bring home another section championship next year. The most important thank you I have tonight is to my family. My parents have always pushed me to be the best I could be. I feel that they are a big part of this award tonight. They raised me to be polite and to love and to be the bigger person. My mom taught me to put others before myself, as she does for me every day. My father taught me to work hard for everything that I do and that I should never need anyone to help me succeed. They are my biggest supporters and the best parents that anyone could ask for. To my younger sister, Madison, I won't be there to walk around the halls with you anymore, but I will always be your biggest supporter, the person to braid your hair, your chauffeur, and most importantly, your best friend. Thank you for making these last 2 years of high school the best ever, and I hope your next 2 are as great as mine were. Thank you to my grandparents for always being there to support me, and my guardian angels for always being on my shoulder to guide me in the right direction. Finally, to the class of 2020, we made history this year, and one day our children will be reading about us in the history books. We are a class like no other. We were born into the scary times of 9/11 and are graduating during a pandemic. There is nothing that can stop us. These times have made us stronger. Take that strength and make all of your dreams come true. Never lose hope, and remember the hardest obstacles are only given to those who can overcome them. We will always have a special bond that no one else can understand. In the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We, the class of 2020, can do anything we set our minds to. Best of luck to you all, and thank you for making the last 13 years of South Allegheny so memorable.
Thank you, Kennedy. Dr. Duvall, President Diverse, members of the school board, faculty, and staff. It is my honor, and I hereby declare that these candidates for graduation have met the requirements from the South Allegheny School District, and by the authority vested in me by the Pennsylvania Department of Education, I hereby authorize the awarding of diplomas to the 106 members of the graduating class of 2020. Would everyone please take their places for the presentation of graduates?
Okay, so let me get the board, hey, let me get them lined up, Aaron. All right, I'll get them lined up, and then let me tell the board how it's gonna be. I'm gonna have the board stand here, and then when they present, they'll come up on this side.
Members of the school board, all members?
He said we gotta fix the steps.
Every once in a while he is. When they call whoever the person is. So wait until
They were a little rough.
the second one, then let the first one go, and then you'll come up. I'll give you the. I'll give you that.
I don't know that I can. Sorry. Zachary Joseph Rutke.
So you're going to pick up your diploma, and then you're going to turn around and look at the camera, and we're going to take a picture. And then if you want to look at Mrs. Craig, too. Oh, I think you're good, babe.
Robert Anthony Neski.
Hi, hon. So you're going to pick up your diploma, and then you want to turn around, and we'll look at the cameras there and smile.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Best of luck to you, honey.
Morgan Marie Johnson.
Okay, come on up, babe. Okay, you're going to grab your there you go. Mom's going to give it to you. And then you're going to hug and let her do that, and then I'm going to come up for a picture. You good? All right.
Victoria Rose Mowry.
Go ahead, Picture. Okay, turn around for a picture. There you go. You good? Mom, you good? All right.
Matthew Edward Cannell.
Then why don't you just step over to this side? Perfect. Thank you. I'm sorry not to tell you to get out of the way, but you know. All right, babe. Turn around so we can get a picture. No, hold your diploma. We want the diploma in the picture. Okay. Mom, you good? All right.
Kennedy Brianne Pacula.
She's a bad baby. Good job, baby. Picture? Where's your mom at? She's back. Wait, where? Are you good? Okay. Thank you.
Jaquan Ramon Addison.
All right, Jaquan, grab your diploma right there, baby. And then turn around so we can get a picture. Over here, babe. There you go. Did you get your pictures? We good? All right.
Faith
Congratulations, babe.
Catherine Allen.
Grab your diploma. Okay. So we'll just get a picture. I want to hug all you guys. I can hug you guys. Thank you, babe.
Emily Elmario.
Hi, Emily. Grab your diploma. And then turn around so we can get a picture. There you go. And mom and dad. We good?
Marshall
All right.
Allen Amos.
Hi, grab your diploma, babe. And then turn around. We're going to do a picture. Family good? Everyone good? Pictures? Okay.
Haley Renee Barco.
Listeners, do not fall off the back of that stage. Pick it up, yep, and then you're going to turn around and we'll get a picture. Good job, Haley. And then, is that your mom there? Okay, let's wait for her. Hang on. Let her do it. You good, Mom? Okay.
Tyler James Beaumont.
I might like this better. It's not as formal. Hi, babe. Grab your diploma. Sorry, I can't shake your hand. No, it's not politically correct. Let's get a picture. All right. Congratulations.
Evan Blaze Bennett.
Congratulations, Evan. Grab your diploma, honey, and then turn around. We'll get a picture. Nice. Very nice. Congratulations.
Labria Asada Lee Boyd.
Congratulations. Thank you. Let him yell. Get your diploma there, baby. Right there. There you go. Turn around. Hold your diploma in front of you. Nice. Now we'll get pictures. No, because your family's still taking pictures, so we want to make sure they're good. We good, family? Okay, they're good. You can go now, honey.
Blake
Congratulations.
Anthony Braddock Edwards.
Hi, honey. Go ahead, grab your diploma. And then you're going to turn around, and we're going to get some pictures taken here. And then do you have family over here? Do we need to look that way, too? No? Are you sure? She's right there. Okay. Did you get everything you needed? Yeah, one more. We'll take our time. Thank you.
Jordan Alyssa Bridge.
Hi, Jordan. Go ahead, grab your diploma, honey, and then turn around, and we'll get a picture taken, okay? Just let me know when your family's good, you think. You good? We good? Okay.
Cheyenne
Go ahead, honey.
Rose Brooks.
Take your time, Cheyenne. There you go. Go ahead, grab your diploma. and then turn around. We're going to get a picture, baby, okay? Is that mom there? Okay, let's wait for mom to get hers. You good? Okay, there you go. You can go down the other side, sweetheart.
Raymond John Bryant Jr.
Hi, honey, how are you? I'm good. Congratulations, babe. Turn around. We're going to get a picture. I think that's what I've been looking for. Am I funny or what? Okay, we're just going to ignore her. Okay, you good? Yeah. We good? Yes. Okay. Congratulations, honey.
Jillian Lee Campbell.
Hi. Go ahead, grab me the camera, baby. And then turn around and get a picture. Family? Okay, there you go. Congratulations.
Alil Trazier Carrington.
You got some excited family, man. You grab your diploma and then turn around, and then we're going to get pictures.
Take it out.
You can do whatever you want. You want to take it out? Take it out. This is your moment, my friend, not mine. Congratulations. We good?
Mark Joseph Carroll Jr.
Hi there. Congratulations. Grab your diploma, Mark, and then turn around. We're going to take some pictures. We good, Mom? All right. Congratulations.
Michaela Marie Clip.
Grab your diploma, Michaela, and then turn around, and we're going to get some pictures.
There's that smile, Marie.
You good? All right.
Kira
Congratulations, honey.
Elizabeth Clugston.
There you go, babe. Turn around and take a picture. Make sure the family gets everything. You good? Okay.
Kara Lynn Cole.
Hi. Okay. Go ahead, grab your diploma and then turn around, babe, and we'll get some pictures. It's official. Okay. You good?
Clayton James Kalechi.
Hi there. Grab your diploma and then turn around. We'll get some pictures taken. Cheers, my friend. Family good? You guys good? Okay.
Cheyenne Elizabeth Conley.
He didn't call you kid. Come on, I'm disappointed. Your dad always says, let's go, kid. Come on, kid. Bye, babe.
Frank Joseph Cortazzo IV.
Go ahead, Doc. Get in there quickly.
Congratulations.
Jocelyn Mary Sripko.
Hi, honey. Grab your diploma and then fold it up and we'll get some pictures, okay? Everyone good, you think? Alrighty then.
Bram Kieran Cherniak.
Congratulations. Thank you. Your diploma's right there. Thank you. All right, let's turn around and get some pictures. Come back. Come back. Come on. There you go. You're stuck with me for a few seconds. We good, Mom and Dad?
Tara Page D'Ambrosio.
Hi, honey. Congratulations. Grab your diploma and then turn around. We'll take some pictures, okay? else need to take pictures? You see your family? Okay, I think we're done. Congratulations.
Madison Marie DeHert.
What happened to the great ceremony? You should do that someday. Congratulations.
Michael Christopher Dinwiddie.
You got some fans. Okay, let's turn around and get some pictures then. All right, congratulations.
Madison Nicole Dunnett.
You guys might have changed my mind about that. I don't know. We'll have to be the comment, but that's really cute. Congratulations, honey.
Julia Nicole Elam.
Hi, Julia. Grab your diploma, hon. And then we'll turn around and get a couple pictures. You got a smile. There you go. Congratulations, honey.
Dana Jean Nicole Ellisor.
Congratulations, honey. Grab your diploma, and then let's turn around and get some pictures.
You all good yet?
She's never going to be good. I don't think.
We good?
We're good. Okay.
Joshua Zane Faulkner.
I thought there'd be more of that. I'm surprised that's the first one. I thought there'd be more of the horn blowing. Hi, honey. Okay. Turn around, Josh. Let's get some pictures. Congratulations, John.
Kayla Marie Fellabaum.
Don't be scared. Grab your diploma and smile for pictures. That's all there is to it. And wave to that cute little girl up there. Oh, she's so cute.
Faith Olivia Feuerstein.
Hi, honey. Leave your diploma, Faith. You're welcome. And then turn around. We'll do a couple pictures, okay? Congratulations.
Shane
You're very welcome.
Robert Floor.
Hi, Shane. Go ahead, grab your diploma, honey. And then turn around for some pictures. Family's good.
Treyana Lynn
Congratulations.
Floyd.
Oh, wait, stop. Back. Come back. Don't leave me so soon. You're fine, baby. You're fine. Let's stop. We'll get some pictures. Okay, let's look over this way. We good?
DeVay Marie Forrester.
There you go, then. Grab them. Let's turn around and get a picture. We good? Yeah. Okay, congratulations, honey.
Anthony Joseph Geffert.
And then grab your diploma right there. And then turn around. Let's get some pictures. All right, congratulations.
Michael Anthony Glass.
Hi, Michael. Here's your diploma. And then turn around and get some pictures. Okay? Thank you. Okay, congratulations.
Adriana Elaine Gwillem.
Hi. Go ahead, grab your diploma, and then turn around. We're going to do some pictures. Got family out there. We want to make sure that they're good. Okay. Congratulations.
Madison Jewel Helazinski.
You need help? You sure? Oh. All right. There you go. All right, Maddie, let's get some pictures. You're making me look small. Wait, picture. Okay. I think we're good. There's your dad. We good?
Good.
Okay.
Logan
Careful.
Trevor Hamilton.
Hey, you want to stop for a turn on for a picture? There you go.
Brittany May Hoover.
I think we're good. Congratulations, honey. Hi, Brittany. There you go. Drop your diploma and then turn around and we'll get a few pictures. I don't even know where they are. Oh, she's all right over.
Haley Marie Hornfack.
Yeah, just watering. Hi. Can you turn around? We'll get some pictures. All right, babe, go.
Justice Marie Fresco.
Hi, Justice. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Let's get some pictures. I don't know. Are you good? Okay, she's good.
Alexis
Go ahead, honey.
Nicole Cassian.
I need a tissue or something. My one eye is watering, if you wouldn't believe. Just one eye. Tissue? Hi. I need something for my eye. With one eye's watering. I'm good, though. I'm all good. Congratulations.
Bruce Robert Keenan Jr.
My eye was a mess. Okay, I think you're
Brandon
good.
Michael
Don't have
King.
mascara all over my face. Get some pictures. Congratulations. Good? Congratulations.
Madison Page Kirkwood.
Kath, you good?
Jordan William Cormick.
Seriously, it's just I dry eyes, and every once in a while my one eye just sporadically starts to burn in water. Yep, there you go. Thank you. You good? Yep, congratulations.
Maya Noel Kosht.
Hi, Maya. I want to get some pictures, honey. Good? Okay.
Alicia Marie Kine.
Let's get some pictures. We good?
Isabella Lynn Ladisick.
You have a crowd here. You're in a car. How'd you sneak other cars in here? You good?
Ian Daniel LaRoche.
Hi. Get a few pictures. Congratulations.
Ashley Paige McGee.
You good, Ashley? Grab your diploma. And then here, wait 1 second. There you go. Let's get some pictures.
Taryn Ray Markwood.
Grab your diploma, Karen. Let's turn around and get some pictures, honey. We good? Okay.
Zachary Tyler Martin.
Hi, Zach. Go ahead, grab your diploma, and then let's turn around and get some pictures, okay? You think they're going to be done anytime soon, or should we just stand? No, you think we need to go, or are they okay? All right.
Quentin James McClelland.
Hi. Go ahead and go. Diploma, let's get a couple pictures. Congratulations, honey.
Kaylin Irene McCorkle.
One small step for Kaylin, one big step for
Nice. Nice. All right, let's get pictures, babe.
Should I take it out?
You can do whatever you want. This is your time.
I'm gonna take it
I'm
out.
just here for the ride. There you go. Thank you for all your help.
Thank you.
I'm gonna miss you.
Making me part of it. I can come visit if you want.
Grant McCrae.
All right. Congratulations, Grant. Go around then. We'll get a couple of pictures. We good?
Jonathan Lee McMeans.
Every once in a while you get a breeze and it feels good, you know? Yeah. Okay, turn around and take some pictures. All right.
Madison Alexandra Medved.
Hi. Hi. And then turn around for a few pictures. Good job, honey.
Marielle Janae Miles.
There's the car horn. Hello. Get some pictures taken, sweetheart. Woo.
Okay, am I good?
I don't know. You tell me. They're your family. Are they good? Are we good?
Troy
Okay.
Emerson
There you
Mitchell Jr.
I want to hug you so bad. But I can't. I don't want to. I'm my phone. I know. You don't.
Cassidy Nicole Moss.
Hi, how are you? Who wanted to grab the mic? Totally wanted to grab the mic. Miss Morgan. I'm losing control. Good job, babe. Keep that doing.
Zachary John Moss.
Hi. You are very welcome, Jack. Take us some pictures. We good, family? All right.
Mason Jeffrey Murphy.
I hate
No, we don't hate anybody. We love people. That's right. You can do whatever you want. This is your moment, my friend, not mine.
This is your moment.
No, not mine. All right, take care.
Delaney Vaughn Myers.
Hi. Go hug Grandpa. That's right.
Go Wayne!
No crying.
Joshua John Nee.
I thought we lost you there for a few days, my friend. I'm glad you came back around.
Yeah.
Chase Anthony Nicomatti.
You there for a few days, my friend. I'm glad you came back around. Congratulations.
Alexis Starr Oatman.
Hi, Hattie. I'm good. How are you? Thanks. All right. Let's get a picture. Congratulations.
Sean Michael O'Donnell Jr.
You just want to run and turn around. We'll get some pictures. Good job, honey.
Cody Matthew Olsavicki.
Hi, Cody. Okay, turn around and we'll take a picture. Thank you very much. All right, I'll see you.
Christian
Congratulations,
Tyler
Cody.
Ofer.
Hi there. You can do whatever you want. This is your moment, not mine. Turn around. There you go. Okay. That's all right. I don't know where to go. I'm good. You good?
Rayla Maria Estelina Parham.
Congratulations,
Kenneth James Pierce.
Hi. Happy to show my Kenny. And look at some pictures. You good? All right.
Anna Marie Powell.
Hi. Got Mom there? You good, Mom? Okay.
Deanna Michael Rapp.
Do you, girl? Whatever you want. There you go. Congratulations.
Kaylin Marie Rebels.
You can do whatever you want. I'd love to take it out the sweat. There you go.
Chase Cottom Reichel.
You know, just saying, I was your soccer coach. I was just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Do you want to take that out, or do you want to? It's up to you. I'm here all day. I want you to get recognized. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Haley Nicole Reichel. Jonathan Thomas Riggs. Luke Francis Riley.
Hi, how are you? Do you want to take it out of the package or do you want to leave it in?
I'll leave it in for now.
Okay, there's mom.
When am I good?
Whenever mom tells us that you're good and not 1 second before. It's your, okay.
Amber Marie Roberts.
Hi, honey.
Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Congratulations.
Jasmine Lee Rosak.
Hi. Want to get some pictures? Thank you, honey.
Aaron
Congratulations.
Joseph Rupinski.
Hi, hon. Grab your diploma and then turn around and take some pictures, honey. Congratulations.
Brandon Lee Rupinski.
Congratulations, Brandon. Turn around and get some pictures. Congratulations.
Lamaya Sarvis.
Girl, I've had you since middle school. Middle school. It's about time I'm giving you this. Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Cheyenne Marie Scott.
Congratulations, honey. Turn around. We'll get a couple pictures, Cheyenne. Thank you. Congratulations.
Charles Kevin Sefman III.
Hi. Go ahead, grab your diploma, and then turn around. We'll get a couple pictures. Congratulations.
Cody Dennis Scott Nicky.
Oh, let me know.
Gina Marie Spazzato.
Good, Mom? You're welcome.
Chelsea Elizabeth Strusnik.
Is that it? Or is there more? So those kids there? Oh, wow.
My shoes falling off.
Oh, Lord. Come on, come on, come on. Please don't fall, because I'm going to have to throw myself down the steps like I promised you I would. Yeah, but turn around so you don't have to run your butt. Is it good? You good? No? What do you mean? No, you're good. Okay, take your diploma and let's get a picture. You want me to help you on the floor?
No, I just want to fix my shirt.
Okay, fix your shoe. Yep. Take your time. You're all good. Take your shoes off and walk down the
Sorry,
steps.
guys.
Don't be sorry. Listen, all in the name of fashion. You're fine. All in the name
Carissa Marie Sullinger.
Congratulations. So proud of you. Get some pictures. There's Mom. Oh, there's Casey. See her here first. She's on it.
Madison Darlene Taylor.
for the college. I heard you're playing basketball. Yeah. It's exciting. Thank you. Good job. If you need anything, let me know, okay?
James Albert Tatey.
Turn around and we'll get a few pictures and then you'll be on your way. All right. Congratulations, honey.
Brianna Marie Upperman.
You did. I just got a moment there. I'll take another one of my mom's now. Like eyeball dude, you're one. You're one. Congratulations.
Jacob Michael Walters.
Long year, Mrs. DeVaul.
You made it. That's all that matters. Got your diploma. You can prove to everyone that you made it. Come on. You don't look up to me, Jacob. I've known you for too long. Congratulations.
Sean Michael Weir.
We'll see after Paris out. We'll see after Paris out.
Hi, how are you? Can you turn around, Sean? I'll get some pictures. Congratulations.
Jacob Michael Wilson.
Hi, Jake. I'm not allowed to shake your hand. I'm sorry. I want to hug all of you guys, but you know, politically incorrect right now. Congratulations, Jake.
And Alicia Danielle Yachts.
You got this, girl. You're good. You're good. Turn around. We'll get a picture afterwards. You're good. Go let your sister take pictures. You good? You good? All right. Congratulations, honey. Congratulations. Am I good?
Well done. Don't Sorry about that. I don't want to go off the back. You could have gone off the back, but I'm not going.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we allow our last few graduates to wrap up taking pictures, there's some people that need to be thanked for this evening as we transition into our final steps. First off, I would like to thank our maintenance team at South Allegheny, Mr. Ruff, Jack, Kevin, Betsy, all the help in setting this up. Thank you very much to that group. Our technology department that's getting this live stream with Andrew, Bill, Walt, and Mr. Jackson, who has spent many hours here to make sure this happens. Our office staff, Wendy and Aaron, they make the school run. I can't thank them enough for everything that they do and all their help for tonight. Thank you very much, ladies. Our guidance team, Mr. Smith and Mrs. LaRose, thanks for all your help tonight. Members from Glassport with the help, the Glassport Police Department that was up here, Streets Department helping getting us organized, we thank them. Our 4 borough police chiefs that helped put together our parade last week, that was an awesome experience for our kids, so I want to thank them. And our fire departments that participated. I'd like to thank Mr. Ewing, our board member, who provided our sound system for tonight. Went out and bought a lot of this to make this happen, so thank you, Jason. Frankie Cortazzo, who hasn't stopped talking the entire night. Frankie, stand up. Stand up, Frankie. So Frankie put together a senior video with all the slides and put a lot of time and effort. So thank you for doing that for the class of 2020, Frank. And lastly, our speakers and our graduates who did a great job tonight. They were all very nervous and came up and hit one out of the park. So these people up front, well done, you six, well done. So one last time, I can ask you to do something for me. So would you all please stand? Our lives are surrounded by symbols or symbolic gestures, most of which we no longer notice as anything more than an object itself. From our American flag to a handshake, these symbols or gestures have become so common that we tend to forget the meaning behind them. Such is true about the symbolism of the tassel switch. While many seem concerned about what side the tassel starts and which side does it move, no one asked why we do this. We just do it. The purpose of this is so that the student can now claim the title to the academic degree that he or she earned. So as we conclude our 2020 graduation ceremony, let us have the class switch their tassels as a final symbolic gesture of achieving the status of South Allegheny High School graduates. To thank everyone who attended tonight. Please, when we leave the parking lot, let's go slowly and safely. And graduates, you may now toss those caps. Congratulations. Graduates, get those signs behind you. Grab your graduation sign from Glassport Council. Thank you.
Well done. Good job. Pretty good. Well done. Done.